Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. Over the last couple weeks, I realized that I am not doing a great job at keeping the clutter away from not only my space, but my mind and the things I'm filling up my time with. From a intuition, spiritual manifestation perspective, this is actually a really important point that often and practice that often gets overlooked, and we don't take good care of ourselves in this way. And sorry, there's a plane going overhead. Hope you can't hear that. So we call this cleaning your layer of reality, and it is multifaceted. So I already said it covers not only your physical space, but also your mental space, what you're filling your mind with, and also the people you're around, the things that you're filling your time with that have a big impact. It changes your energy, it clutters your energy, and it makes things hard. There's not enough space. When everything is cluttered, there's not enough space for things to come easily to you. There's not enough space for your intuition to speak to you. And it just makes living life harder. Just going back to my cupboard example, when you open the cupboard and things are like thrown in there and really messy, or you can't find anything, it's a yucky feeling, at least for me. Maybe you have a little OCD, but that trickles over into all of the other areas from the spiritual side of things too. And so it's really important to do regular maintenance. And for me, it's cyclical. I do a really good job of cleaning my layer of reality, and then I'm not doing such a good job, and 6 months, a year go by, and I realize, oh my God, every single place I go is messy. Or maybe it's not messy, but it's cluttered. It has things that need to be taken care of, piles of to-do lists, things to file. And then I took a step back and I realized, oh my God, it's my mind too. And it's some of the people and things that I'm filling my time with. And so the first step is taking inventory. And this is the part no one likes, because it's the taking a step back, not taking action, right? Just kind of writing your list of all the things that need to be done. And I'd like to do it in 3 parts. Number 1, for my space. What needs to be cleared away in my space? Number 2, my mind. What's going on in my mind? This takes a little bit longer, right? Because your space, you can just look around, see what's going on, make a list, not that big of a deal. But in your mind, it's a lot different. And then it's the people, the things you're spending your time with. And again, this is another part no one likes to do because it's not right in front of you. You got to really think things through to make sure you're assessing all areas. So a couple tricks to help you get through, because it's overwhelming. Every single time this happens, I get overwhelmed to the point like, oh, it's hard to take action. So I set a goal for myself. At this point, the space issue is really big for me because I have a pretty big house. There are 6 of us, and so things really compile. There are rooms for each of us, right? And things that need to be done for each of us. And so I need to start with a little more intensity. Once I thin everything out and get the space cleaned out, I put a bin on my sun porch. It could be in your garage, anywhere that is easy for you to access. And my goal is once a day, I get an item to donate, something that no longer serves me, something that no longer brings anything into my life, that I don't feel connected, that I don't need to have, and I stick it in the bin. When the bin gets full, I take it to the donation center. And you can donate it lots and lots of places. Lots of places make it easy for you to donate. And you can choose the organization that you resonate with the most, whether it's a women's shelter, Goodwill, any of those places. The animal shelter, I know they take like towels and old clothes and things for the animal to sit on. Whatever makes you feel good, that you can pass that stuff on. But for me, I need a bigger step because I got little areas, pockets in all over the place that need to be dealt with, like my children's drawers for their clothes. Both my kids, I need to put some attention there. My clothes, my closet. The kitchen cabinets have things in there that I bought and or received and I just don't need anymore. But I can't tackle it all at once. And so what I've been doing is every weekend taking one cupboard or one little area and making progress bit by bit. I go in with a garbage bag, I go in with a donation bag or that bucket I have in the porch I just told you about, and I have 2 bags and I deal with it. It's harder with the kids stuff because I have to pin my kids down and they're busy, and so that's a little bit challenging. So at the same time, you can be doing some of the other work for your mental clutter, for the assessment of your life, as far as how you're spending your time, who's in your life. Are you in relationships or have relationships, friendships that are no longer serving you, where you're not getting what you need, it doesn't feel aligned with who you are anymore? These are the hardest types of changes to make because there's value in every relationship we have, and there's value in all people that are in our lives. But some people bring negativity that just don't align with our current values, with our current track. And sometimes you need to cut those off. I know I had a group of friends when I was going through my divorce. They were like my best friends. I talked with them all the time. They were there with me. They were supportive of me until they weren't. When I started dating, when things started getting better in my life, they didn't really like that anymore. And at some point, I had to cut them off because it was no longer serving me anymore. So it's things like that. Are there relationships that are no longer serving you that it makes sense to cut that connection? And it doesn't have to be any kind of hard, conversation with the person. It could just be like a falling away, not answering the texts or being short or not. And I don't mean to ghost, right? I'm not saying we should be ghosting people, but a slow removal of your energy from that situation. And that's the same with commitments you've made in your life, whether it's maybe you need to look for another job, your job isn't serving you anymore, or maybe you are part of a book group and or like some kind of lessons, you're taking violin lessons that is no longer serving you. Whatever it is in your life, it's the taking inventory. Does this still serve me? Is it for my highest and best? Is it for the highest and best of all? And should I continue? As for the mental clutter, I'm going to say it, meditation is important. Again, I fall in and out of this. I know it's important. And the quality of thoughts that I'm thinking. Am I getting down on myself? Am I thinking negative about different people? Am I in the best mental state? What am I doing to take care of myself? Because as a spiritual person, as somebody who is trying to make an impact with my energy, right? What am I doing with my mental energy, my mental clarity? And so making sure if I feel like I'm getting into a negative slump or maybe not looking at things glass half full, and what do I need to do to make that shift? And again, it all comes back to awareness. You take inventory, you catch yourself in the moment with that negative thought or being down on yourself, or you feel like today I'm feeling, oh my God, like so cluttered in my mind. Okay, I need to go meditate. Maybe I meditated for my 20 minutes in the morning, but I need to get back and do some more. And so I invite you to take some time to really reflect on where you're at, how you're doing from a cleaning your layer of reality perspective. And let me know in the chat how this resonates with you. Are there things that you need to do to get back on track? And how are you going to keep it up so you're not like me in that cyclical state, coming back and forth and needing to do it and getting to the point where you're overcluttered? So for me, I think I just need to take inventory more. So I hope this resonated with you, and I hope you're doing well, and I'll catch you next time.